Hi.
Good morning, good morning, good morning.
I am Papa Rib Out in my sleep years old.
What?
Dude, I know I've popped a rib out before, and this is exactly what it feels like. And I woke up with it this morning and I'm just in like pain. And I miss the days that I was hooking up with a chiropractor. I remember when my ex-husband called me out about that. He's like, "So what's up with you and the chiropractor?" And I'm like, "Nothing. Why? Why?" And he's like, How many years have I known you? And you have never gone to the chiropractor, and now you're going 3 days a week." Yeah, well, get to skip that copay when you're hooking up.
I just really learned that posture is really important. And so I have a lot of years to make up for not caring about my posture. And
Oh,
now I'm going to have good posture.
dude, I think there's one of the spas and salons up here is open. I think once I get tax rich, bitch, I'm gonna get myself a massage.
Oh, man, I want one of those so bad right now.
Yeah, you deserve one.
Yeah,
You need.
yeah. Well, I'll take one. Well, I'll
I'm
get
gonna
one.
I'm gonna do the highest one too, the 90-minute.
That's a long time to have somebody needling you.
Heck yeah, it is. Hours
You
have
know
never.
what? But like, don't you get that thing? Like an hour is good. 90 minutes, because like they're going to start going over the same spots a lot. So like,
I'm fine with
don't
that
you
because I always feel like they haven't spent enough time on one spot.
see? I get like whenever like I'm cuddling with somebody or something like that, like they rub your head or they like for me like eventually I hit a point where it's like, okay, that's enough, too much.
No,
You
I
know?
think I have enough tension that it's gonna take them that long.
Okay, okay. Could you? So I was also considering going the cheap route and going and buying a tennis ball and just laying on the ground and rolling that around on my back.
Oh my goodness, I keep seeing this thing. No, I keep seeing this thing on like the Facebook ads and stuff called like a vertiball. And you could put it it's like $30 and I want to get it so bad. You could put it anywhere on your wall, like it magnetizes or sticks to the wall, and then that way you can rub your body into it.
Then you don't look like a disgusting bear when you're trying to scratch your back on the corner of
It
the
doesn't
wall. Then you're just
matter.
exercising. Every
Yeah,
time I'm
vertical adjustable ball.
because we used to when we were in the studio together, I would always open up the door and like scratch my back on the corner right there. And
Yeah.
I always felt like a disgusting bear when I was doing that. It was like I always felt like I should go like when I was doing it, you know?
Do you see it?
Oh, look at that. Okay.
Isn't that cool?
That's very cool.
And you just lean your back into it. Look at that.
Okay, but can somebody answer this for me? How legit are these products on Facebook ads? Because like I see some pretty incredible things on Facebook ads that I haven't seen before that makes me think that somebody's toying with my emotions.
Okay, but how can this one go wrong? Because usually, what do you get? What's that yellow ball most people use? And you rub your body against it, but then you have to try to hold it up, or a baseball I've used, but then you have to hold it up against the wall to keep getting your spot. This one, it stays in one spot and you just move your back around it.
Yeah, no, I get you. I like how could it go wrong? Like its only
How
job
could
is
it
to just
go
stay
wrong?
right there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Instead of a tennis ball, and then you're rolling around on your back. And you don't want a tennis ball because you'll just smash that. You want like a solid ball.
true, true. Okay, good call, good call, good
Yeah.
call on the balls.
Good call. Good call. Okay,
Good
there
call.
else. On the balls. If anybody knows their way around some balls, just don't order the Wish version. Christine, could you imagine the Wish version? He get it and it's like a marble.
It's like a ball bearing off of my tires or something. That big. Like, hey,
Yes.
use deliberate motions because the ball's not that big.
Oh my goodness. What do you have going on today?
I don't know. Okay, I'm at a crossroads. I can do one of a few things. I can go to Ross or the dollar store or a discount store and I can buy stuff to make my bedroom not look like four walls and a bed, right?
Okay.
This is my room right now. The one thing I really need to change out is the blinds. We have the same blinds for the last 6 years
Why
and
are you going to
we
get
have
somebody to help you do that, or are you just going to decorate it on your own?
well, okay, so listen. So here's what I got going on, right? So I've got oh, you can't see right there. Okay. So my whole room, a 360, is just gray walls. It's like a gray blue, and that's it. There's no headboard. There's nothing on the walls. There's a whole spot over here where you go to the bathroom that's just like a weird little cubby area, right? There's like the little hallway right here where all the two little closets are. So I need something on the walls, and I don't know what.
Yeah, I'm no good for that. I'm no good for
Well,
you for that.
but I love what you have behind you.
Yeah, thank you. That's just a tapestry. And then I put those they're like little wire lights around it. But I found that on Pinterest. And then this is like my collage wall. But I've been here since June, and these are the only walls and my deck, because that's where the grill is.
Right, I get you.
It's all Texan stuff. And now that JJ isn't on the Texans, my ex-husband's already claimed all my Texans merch.
I was gonna say, are you purging your Texan stuff now? You're done?
I'm only keeping the jerseys because they were gifts.
Yeah, and jerseys are
Yeah. Yeah, and they burn really fast. Ask me how I know that.
Follow me for more home fire hacks.
See, David says he knows a guy that does laser cutting and can make you a cool sign for your room.
That's cool. Hey, when you're being a smart A, I know a guy who has a plasma cutter. It's me. It's not laser. Boom.
You need your room to be like masculine, but like they don't know, but decorated enough, but not decorated to where they're like, a woman was in here and did it.
Masculine but inviting, right?
Yeah.
Okay, because like my biggest, the thing I hate the most is our dresser, right? Our dresser, my dresser. Okay.
Why?
I hate this dresser. First of all,
Why?
we repainted it white. Second of all, it's big, it's bulky. For me personally, like, I'm not a minimalist, if you will, but I like sleek and compact. So like, this dresser is too long for me. I want a taller dresser with like a thing on top to hold my change and my wallet and my keys. I don't want a long dresser. It looks clunky to me. And then the paint job on it was terrible.
Yeah.
And then the kids.
Because I have a bedroom. I have a smaller bedroom.
What's that?
Then do that. Well, isn't she going to take some of the stuff when you guys start splitting stuff? Just tell her, take the dresser.
Yeah.
And it'll give you a reason
like,
to get it.
I mean, I A, don't want to help move it out. I B, don't want to wait that long. It's not a jerk thing. Like, it's not like a spiteful thing. Like, it's a really heavy dresser. I want to throw it in the garage and just be done with it. Whoever wants to take it can take it. You know, like,
somebody will come take it. It's a nice dresser.
It needs new paint. And you know what? Maybe if I repainted it, it wouldn't be awful.
Yeah, I want a new couch, but the cat scratches up the couch, so I'm just not ready for that.
And I do need new couches, but that's like a down the line thing.
Downstairs tomorrow, because I got that little toggle thing that you told me to get for my Wi-Fi, and then I'll finally have like my dining table back and stuff.
And then you'll have like a little studio area, and you'll be able to separate like work from home.
Yes, downstairs.
Yeah.
People hear me and they can keep sleeping. Like when we first started, remember I had that whole desk setup area.
I'll bet that's a huge issue for a lot of people working from home. I know that that one of my kids' best friends, his mom works for Gallo as an accountant, and when the pandemic started, and I think she's still working from home.
That's nice.
I think when she first started working from home, I went to go pick up their kid to go play with my kid. They opened the door, and she had like the Starship Enterprise in her front room. It was like this like 3-table desk and like 4 monitors. I'm like, I work in radio and do a morning show every morning, and I've got like a monitor and a mixing board, and that's it. And your accounting job has taken up your entire front room. Like, you look like you're getting ready to beam up some numbers.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'll bet separating work from home is a real struggle for a whole bunch of people right now still working from home that have to have huge offices like that right smack dab in the middle of their living area.
Yeah, and because I have to, hi Carrie, because I have to plug it into the, like, what's it called? Instead of Wi-Fi, I have to use like the
dongle.
No.
You're hardwired. You're hardwired. You're landline.
I have to be hardwired, yeah. And that's up in my second floor. It's not on my first floor. So now that I'm getting the little Wi-Fi dongle that you told me to get, I can move it all downstairs and set it up.
Here's how far we've come with technology, okay? Because like 5 years ago, hotel rooms just came with an Ethernet cable and a plug-in to have hardwired landline internet. And we've come so far now with internet that you don't even remember what a hard line was called.
Yeah,
Like
it's ether.
we just assume that everything's Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
And if it isn't, like, what's wrong with you?
Yeah.
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 Louis C.K. did not age well. Louis C.K. does not have a very good career right now. But the one joke that he made that stood the test of time was he was talking about people on their cell phones and how they'd be like on their phone, be like, stupid cell phone. It's just like, it's Verizon. It's like being stupid for a minute. He's like, dude, your phone is going to space and back. Give it a second.
Right?
Yeah, 100 years ago, it took people 2 months to go from Chicago to California if they didn't get stuck in the mountains and die. Hello, Donner Party. But you're mad because your cell phone isn't connecting in 2.3 seconds because Verizon's
Right?
just being stupid for a minute. If you don't like it, go build your own cell phone towers. And it was like spot on, dude. If you don't like it,
yep.
Go make your own network.
Go make your own network. Can you hear me now?
Right. I'll bet you can't, because it's not one of the major networks that work.
Yep. Signing on to AOL. You have
mail.
That's AOL was when I first learned how to stalk, dude. I found so many people in that little AOL search engine.
What was your first name? Cherries something? You were Cherries something, weren't you?
Little Madden. LTL MADDEN.
What was your Cherries name?
I don't remember.
You had a Cherries name. I can't remember. Mine has always been either back in the day when we had Planet, it was Ian Riley Planet 95.1, or my very first AOL screen name ever when I was like 17 was Iron Ian. And my dad came up with that one.
I like the Iron Ian.
I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah. No, yeah. AOL, remember that.
My neighbor, when I lived in the duplexes off of Floyd, my neighbor, she was still paying for AOL before she passed away. Even when everything on the internet was still free, because she was such a creature of habit for AOL that she still paid AOL. And I was like, what do you think AOL? She's like, well, it keeps my email organized and it gives me my news stories and it shows me the Drudge Report. And I said, you can get the Drudge Report on Google Chrome. Oh, I don't know about that.
See, I'm with her. I'm like becoming my parents. Like when you told me I had to download Google Chrome so that we could do these live streams because I couldn't do it on my Safari. I'm like, how do I do that? Joey has to show me. How long have we endorsed Xfinity? When I got my Xfinity stuff sent to the house, Joey had to set it all up for me.
Yeah. So, okay, here's some ageism stuff, right? So I'm talking to somebody that's like 11 years younger than I am, right? 31, I'm 42. And the age thing keeps coming up. And like, there's little things like she'll bring up like, hey, have you seen this? I'll be like, no, I haven't. She'll be like, okay, 42-year-old.
Yeah. That's the way it's going to be. When I was dating the guy 13 years old, and the age jokes are the best jokes.
So then I came back because
you know what? It doesn't make sense. It's not going to make sense when it comes out of my mouth. Never mind.
No, go ahead. What?
You're not old. She's just young.
But it's hard to say it that way, right? Because it sounds bad.
41's young.
Yeah. Is 31 young?
I think, I don't know. I've had this 30-year-old guy on me for months and months and months and years. And I can't get myself to do it. I cannot get myself to do it. And he's super cute and he adores me. And I tried hooking him up with one of my younger friends and he's like, no, I want to date you. And I'm like, I have 2 children. I'm not doing this. And he's like, why are you making decisions for me? I can't do it. But I think it's different. Maybe it's different for you. I like older usually, but I don't think she's too young for you if that's coming out wrong. But I don't think she's old.
Right. Well, I mean, I'm not looking for a girlfriend anyway. I'm just talking with people.
I don't think 42 is old. I think 31 is young.
Yeah. Okay. I was just wondering. Anyway. Yeah. So that's the conversations that I've been having where it's like, okay, I get it.
But you can do the same thing to her because I work with young girls. And when a song comes on, I'll look at them and go, do you guys even know this song? They're like, no, we don't. Oh, and that kid, the 30-year-old that was coming, Bridget, the 30-year-old that was coming at me, he was just kind of writing me back and forth. And I wrote, I don't want a pen pal. This was like a couple years ago. And he said, what's a pen pal? And I said, see, you're too young for me.
I had 3 pen pals. I had
Oh,
Katie Appel, Emily Johnson, and Melanie Vilbert.
you remember all their names?
We were pen pals. I knew a lot about them. I took pen paling very seriously. Like I took pen paling. All pen pal letters start the same. Hi, how are you? I'm doing really well. How was your week at school? And then you get into the real heavy stuff. I knew a lot about them.
Remember the days of letter writing?
Yeah. Yeah. Those are
Wow.
my pen pals. It was
Yeah.
okay. So I utilized my old people stuff, came across my old cassette tapes, and my boy says, well, woo, that's the truth. That's the truth. You know, okay, I found a whole bunch of old cassette tapes the other day and some old air checks, and so I transferred it all to digital. And then my kids with it, they just wanted to, they were like, what is this ribbon inside? Like, do we just, like a lasso?
I remember when
So,
we used to make fun of our parents' 8-tracks. That's our cassette and CDs now.
oh, you know what I got? I got an 8-track player. It's so
Why?
random you bring that up. Because every time I go visit my mom.
First, I'm not at all surprised. Second,
Okay.
I just want to know like your mentality, how it got there.
This was not intentional. Every time I go visit my mom, and this is like back in October, every time I go visit my mom, they sneak in a bag of junk that used to belong to my dad that she just doesn't want in her house anymore. So I don't really have a say in what goes back down with me. It's just like a bag that just gets put in the car. So the last bag contained an 8-track player.
That's kind of cool.
And it is cool, but like, what am I going to do with it? And then also, like, I feel bad because I get all this junk that belonged to my dad, but like, I've got all this stuff from my dad that I want memories from. So like, I look at it and I can't throw it away because it belonged to my dad. You know, it just sort of sits there.
Yeah, that's hard.
So now I have an 8-track player. Now I need to go get some 8-tracks.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
I don't think Lil Nas X. I don't think
You're
Lil
going
Nas
through
X. And
do not spend money on 8-track tapes.
I don't think Gabby Barrett's releasing her latest hot single on 8-track. But I'm gonna look.
Where do you find tracks? Is it a track or 8 tracks? It's 8 tracks, right?
It's, oh my God, you work in radio.
So, we all have established I'm the worst radio DJ in the history of the world. I don't even know artist names or anything.
It's 8-track because those are the 8 tracks that you can mix down on whatever. Anyway.
Oh,
yeah, it's
I see what they did there. No, like people will choose me to play. If we're playing like a music game, everybody chooses me first. So I'm like, that's a bad pick. Like if we're playing dodgeball, you want me first, but not if we're playing like a trivia or musical game.
Right. I get all the time.
In my mouth.
I get all the time. Like, you must have a crazy playlist. You must know a ton about music. And I'm like, okay, so there's like a difference between being on the morning show and then like being like in the middle of the day. Like the middle of the day is like the music intensive stuff. This stuff right here, like, you know, we're streaming and talking all the time, so I don't really get a whole lot of chance to listen to music anyway. And if you listen to my playlist, it's a whole lot of sports talk. So.
And Goo Goo Dolls.
And Goo Goo Dolls, which we haven't played a Goo Goo Dolls tune on KHOP at 95.1 in probably a decade. So
you think Goo Goo Dolls, that's your what's your genre in your playlist? Because mine is like powerful females, I've noticed. Like my playlist is a lot of women.
How current is your playlist?
Pretty current.
Is it pretty current? Okay, that's the problem with mine. Mine's not very current.
I have the Gabby Barrett. It's not a surprise. I listen to a lot of Casey Musgraves.
Yeah.
Megan Patrick is my new favorite. A lot of women. Matt Stell is awesome. If I got to throw a man in there. Carly Pierce. A lot of women. And then like the Greatest Showman soundtrack.
Tell you what I'm going to do here. I'm going to off the camera for just a second. I'm going to take a screenshot.
Things like I have the Greatest Showman. I have all of the Glee songs. Remember Glee?
Oh yeah, no, and you know what? Glee led off with Journey's "Don't Stop Believing," and it was like amazing. It was really good. I'm gonna take a screenshot of my playlist and I want to send it to you, and then maybe you can share it.
Mostly like country.
So this is, and I'm sending it to you now on Messenger.
A lot of Kelly Clarkson. All of those. Old school Britney. Free Britney Spears.
Free Britney.
Yeah. Good morning, Bill.
I just sent you my non-Goo Goo Dolls playlist.
Your non-Goo.
like a portion of it, like a screenshot of it.
All right, let me get
Because I
over
don't know
here.
what genre that would really be. I guess if I had to choose a genre, it would be like late 90s, early 2000s, like moody alt rock. Like Journal at Starbucks, nobody understands you.
Because like I'm super worried about pulling up the wrong thing. You know what I mean? I have a lot of stuff up here. Let me get rid of that. Let me get rid of that. Let me get rid of those text messages.
Let's put that picture away.
See, why isn't, yeah, it's not coming up for me. Hold on. Your entire screen. Here, let me send it to my messages.
Okay. See, I'm trying to pull up on just on my PC, thinking I could do it that way, but
No,
I mean, we're going.
I'm not gonna be able to pull it up.
That's okay.
Here, I downloaded it. Yeah, maybe next. There we go.
Oh, you got it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Good morning, Linnell.
Is that your screen? Yeah, that's your screen.
Yeah. So I don't know what that would be categorized as.
What is it, like alternative?
A little more alt, right?
Oh yeah, I'd say alt.
Okay. But not like crazy. Like it's more like late 90s, early 2000s, like moody. I listen to moody music.
Yeah, you're emo.
I'm a little emo. I'm a little more emo maybe than people give me credit for.
Would be emo.
What's that?
I assumed your playlist. I think we could read that about you, that your playlist would be emo in general, not just because of what's going on right now. And I think you could do me. You could read the room with me. That mine is going to be like a whole bunch of women hating on men songs.
Yeah,
like it's easy to read the room with me.
I think so. I think you're absolutely right. Like with you, like I could 5 minutes talking to you, and I could tell that you probably like strong female performers, and like you're a country girl at heart, right?
Yeah.
So I think what's the sad face for?
I don't know.
I don't understand the sad face. I think for me, I think my playlist gets a little emo because I think that's how I kind of counterbalance like my obnoxiousness and my happiness is I find my emo and my
Get all like
centered
zen.
side. I get my zen. I get my zen, and I'm
You're
calm
zen.
away from other people. Yeah. So
Yeah. All right, you guys. Thanks for coming on with us.
have a great Wednesday. Yeah. 63 in the valley today.
Oh, nice. It's cold
Yeah, it's
here.
gonna be great. So have a wonderful day.
Bye, you guys.